Welcome to Finademy course of Stock Basics. Our topic today is different types of stocks. Use the link in the description to download the app on the App Store for more courses and free practice tests. Number 1. When a company is first founded, the only shareholders are the co-founders and early investors. For example, if a startup has 2 founders and 1 investor, each may own 1/3 of the company's shares. As the company grows and needs more capital to expand, it may issue more of its shares to other investors so that the original founders may end up with a substantially lower percentage of shares than they started with. During this stage, the company and its shares are considered private. In most cases, private shares are not easily exchanged, and the number of shareholders is typically small. Answer the question. As the company grows and needs more capital to expand, to whom may the company issue more of its shares? A. Insurance companies. B. Other investors. C. Banks. D. Mortgage companies. The correct answer is B. Other investors. Number 2. When people talk about stocks, they are usually referring to common stock. In fact, the great majority of stock issued is in this form. Common shares represent a claim on profits or dividends and confer voting rights. Investors most often get 1 vote per share owned to elect board members who oversee the major decisions made by management. Over the long term, common stock, by means of capital growth, has tended to yield higher returns than corporate bonds. This higher return comes at a cost, however, since common stocks entail the most risk, including the potential to lose the entire amount invested if a company goes out of business. If a company goes bankrupt and liquidates, the common shareholders will not receive money until the creditors, bondholders, and preferred shareholders are paid. Answer the question. Which of the following represents a claim on profits or dividends and confers voting rights? A. Preferred shares. B. Ordinary shares. C. Common shares. The correct answer is C. Common shares. Number 3. Preferred stock functions similarly to bonds and usually doesn't come with the voting rights. This may vary depending on the company, but in many cases preferred shareholders do not have any voting rights. With preferred shares, investors are usually guaranteed a fixed dividend in perpetuity. This is different from common stock, which has variable dividends that are declared by the board of directors and never guaranteed. In fact, many companies do not pay out dividends to common stock at all. Answer the question. With preferred shares, what are investors usually guaranteed in perpetuity? A. A fixed distribution. B. A fixed interest rate. C. A common share. D. A fixed dividend. The correct answer is D. A fixed dividend. Number 4. Another advantage is that in the event of liquidation, preferred shareholders are paid off before the common shareholder, but still after debt holders and other creditors. Preferred stock may also be callable, meaning that the company has the option to repurchase the shares from preferred shareholders at any time for any reason, usually for a premium. An intuitive way to think of these kinds of shares is to see them as being somewhat in between bonds and common shares. Answer the question. Which of the following may be callable, meaning that the company has the option to repurchase the shares from preferred shareholders at any time for any reason? A. Preferred bond. B. Common bond. C. Preferred stock. D. Common stock. The correct answer is C. Preferred stock. To learn the full course, please download our free app Finademy on the App Store. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for updated videos every week.